Oh, this is Max Level EDC, and I'm not going to have time to do a lot of production on this video, but a lot of people just really don't believe that I actually carry all this stuff with me. And it's perfectly natural because I'm amazed I can fit as much stuff in here as I can. This idea came from a guy that I found on YouTube, shown to me by another friend, called by the name of Gear Fondler. And name notwithstanding, he has brilliant ideas about EDC carry toolkits, and he turned me on to this UTG holster. Now, you would be surprised to see just how much stuff I can pack in here. So let's just pull them out one by one. First thing, I had a flat caliper, but I actually was looking for a more accurate one, and would you be surprised to find that the most accurate small scale veneer caliper is actually also a pen as well. So this is accurate to 1/10 of a millimeter. I don't like the pen insert that came in it because it doesn't write particularly well, but the pen insert's quite easy to replace. This just unscrews, you get the pen out, and that kind of thing. I'm not going to go into that, but it is very, very well built. I am not a huge fan of this pocket clip. I tried bending it to make it sit properly, but it's just the wrong steel and the wrong angle. But it still needs to stay there because it also works as a tire depth gauge. So the way it works is it tells you, you put this on the edge of the tire, and this goes in the indented part of the tire, and it tells you in fractions of well, I should say in millimeters, how deep it is. So that's that. Probably more than you needed to know. This is the pocket wrench 2. It's a dedicated pry tool. It's rather stout. It also works as a hex bit holder, and it's nice and curved. The universal wrench is also wonderful. In here I have both the file and saw that works with the Leatherman Crunch. I've shown this before as well. You can go back and take a look at it. This is just added. I actually really like that. It fits perfectly in my kit. Forceps are incredibly useful just in general for grabbing things when they fall inside a piece of electronics. I was able to condense what I use regularly into a single Leatherman bit kit, so there's that. Alright, then of course there's the linchpin here. That's the Leatherman Crunch. Probably the one tool that I can base everything around. Because it is a locking blunt nose plier, it pairs well with any other needle nose plier multi-tool that I tend to pair with it, whether it's a wave or a signal or a skeletal, whatever you want. It just pairs very, very well with the Crunch. So this is also one of the very few, actually I think it's the only Leatherman that has a true 1/4 inch bit driver that is in line with the rest of the tool. Now the signal has one that is coming out this way, but nothing in line like this one. So yet another amazing feature of this tool. So we're going to put this one aside. And then, let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, the bit vault. Now this has a little piece of duct tape. It also has some micro bits as well as a bit exchanger and 3 additional specialty bits. Those are security torques I use for taking things apart. I tend to finagle with multi-tools on a regular basis. So there's that. Now, the last little bit is this. This is just a Swiss card. I just wanted it because it has scissors. It's probably the easiest solution. It also provides me a nice straight edge. So it is a straight edge for doing, drawing in my notebook. It also has a couple of other small tools which are not particularly important. The tweezers is wonderful. It's not the best tweezer by any stretch of the imagination, but it's there. I don't know whether this is better than the light version, and the light version would only be better if it was the white light version, not the red, because it's the red light, I know from experience, is not very, very bright. So all of that fit in this. Oh, better screw this back in. Now, it actually can take the pocket clip off, but I don't see a reason to do so. This goes in like so. Sits nicely. Now this needs to turn. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. On this side, 3 tools, and this could actually fit both the bit sets if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that because this makes it run a little flatter, and then goes in just like that. And there you go. Really surprisingly compact. Now it is quite dense and quite heavy, so you're going to need a good build. But yeah. Now, do I need this much tools? Probably not. This is more of a, what do you call it? It's sort of a challenge for me. Just find the best, most dense tool set I can. And this is about as close as I can get. Now, there's definitely some things I need to improve on. But it's going to take some time to think about how I can do it without getting too big. So, I hope you enjoy this rather quick video talking about my little pocket toolkit. Everything's quite easy to access without actually pulling it out of my pocket. I can pull this, grab this with my finger. I can flip it over. Now, I usually keep it, it's the wrong orientation here. So here we go. So I can turn that around, grab my scissor one-handed, which is probably one of the tools I use the most. I can reach in, grab a small little blade for opening things so I don't scare anybody. So yeah, there you go. So as a teacher, this is what I carry. The blade in the Crunch is basically not really a blade at all. It's not easy to access. I've talked to people, it's basically no big deal. So that's in one pocket. That pretty much takes up the entirety of that pocket. You know, of course, I usually hang, like the batonists who are. I carry the Roe Vaughn A5 around my neck. And then, of course, I have my wallet, which in this case has the manager in it, but it can have whatever. I have 2 slots that I play with and see what I do. But anyway, I don't want to get too far into it, but that's the toolkit. Thank you, Gear Fondler, for the idea. It's a really great idea. And yeah, $6 on Amazon, so very cool. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful December, and you guys have a great holiday season.